Our test suite is definitely coming along, and we're now getting a handle on not only inserting records with Mongoose, but also finding records once they've been saved. And so we saw a very simple query here where we attempted to find all of the users with the name of Joe inside of our users collection. The one issue I have with our test suite right now, however, is that every time that we want to run our tests, we have to write out the command npm run test. And so it definitely works, but that definitely gets a little bit tiresome at the same time. So in this section, we're going to make use of a little tool to automate running our tests for us. I'm going to flip over to my code editor and open up my package.json file. So if you recall, inside of here we had that scripts section where we added in the test command. So anytime that we run npm run test, we're actually executing the command mocha, which runs all of our tests for us. To make sure that our tests will automatically run for us anytime that we change any file in our project, which would really make our lives a little bit simpler rather than having to rerun this command every time manually, we're going to make use of a tool called Nodemon. Nodemon will watch our project directory for us, and anytime that any file in there changes, it will automatically rerun our tests. Now you might be curious, if you have a previous background with Mocha, you might be saying, well, Stephen, why aren't we going to use like -- watch, which has kind of the same effect. When we add on the -- watch right here, it will watch our test directory for any change, and whenever there's a change, it'll rerun our tests. The reason we're not going to use that is that the -- watch sometimes has a little bit of iffy functionality or compatibility with Mongoose. So instead, we're going to be making use of Nodemon, which just completely restarts Mocha every single time, as opposed to having kind of this running Mocha process at all times. Okay, so let's use Nodemon. We're going to use Nodemon in here by replacing our Mocha script. So I'm going to say Nodemon, and then whenever Nodemon sees a change to any file in our project, I want to run my Mocha command. So I'm going to say --exec, and I'm going to pass in a set of single quotes right here, and then in between them, I'm going to say Mocha, capital R, and min. Okay, so let's first just review what we just wrote, just because I want to make sure you got the syntax exactly perfect. On the outside, we have a set of double quotes. We have Nodemon --exec, and then an opening and closing set of single quotes. Make sure that these are single quotes on here. So anytime that any file in our project changes, Nodemon is going to run this command right here, mocha -r and min. So we haven't seen the -r or min previously. These things are, these two options right here are all about the formatting of our test output. So -r and min are both going to condense down our test output, and it's also going to clear out any output from the previous time that the tests ran, so that it's really clear that, okay, like, hey, our test just re-executed, and we know that we're always going to have up-to-date output on our terminal. Once we run this actual script, you'll see what the -r and min do almost instantly. So let's just go ahead and run the thing. I'm going to flip over to my terminal, and I'm going to run npm run test. So when this starts up, you can see the effects of the -r and min instantly. They clear out all the existing input inside of here, and min will condense down all of the test language. So rather than seeing the description of every test that got ran, we just see 2 tests passing. And so this is just the absolute bare minimum to make sure that our tests are behaving the way we expect. So let's test the live reload functionality just a little bit. I'm going to open up my reading test file, and I'm just going to make a small arbitrary change in here. So I'm just going to take out this semicolon right here. I'll delete it, save the file, and then I can see Nodemon automatically rerun my tests. If I end up, say, making a test break, let's add on like a not in here, just arbitrarily, then we get, okay, nice big error message, test definitely failed. So it's definitely clear when our tests are failing. And if I fix the test back up, I'm back to passing. Okay, so this has been the Nodemon tool in action right here. Again, we're using Nodemon as opposed to Mocha's built-in watcher, because Mocha's built-in watcher has a little bit of compatibility issues with Mongoose sometimes. So now that we've got a much better way of running all of our tests, let's continue in the next section and continue with some more exploration of the user.findOne function. So I'll see you in just a second.